What if I told you that the company tracking your delivery driver, your city bus driver, your postal worker has been caught breaking environmental laws, used by employers to illegally fire workers, hit with government fines not once, but twice in California alone, and described by its own employees as having systemic dysfunction? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on Geotab, the Canadian tech giant that quietly became the largest fleet telematics provider in the world. Over 5 million vehicles, 100 billion data points every day. Government contracts worth hundreds of millions, and a track record that their PR team really doesn't want you to talk about. Stick around. Geotab is a Canadian company that develops fleet management solutions. It provides hardware for GPS tracking and a cloud platform called Geotab. Founded in 2000 by Neil Cause, it's privately owned without outside investors, no public shareholders to answer to. Just Neil. In 2017, they secured a massive agreement with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and later, a contract for 21,000 Air Force vehicles. This company is deeply embedded in government infrastructure. Let's start with a regulatory scandal Geotab tried to quietly bury. In 2021, Geotab paid over $400,000 to the California Air Resources Board for selling non-compliant telematics units. That's strike one. But they didn't learn. In 2025, they got hit again for violating modified parts regulations, resulting in a $317,000 settlement. The penalty covered 105,877 non-compliant parts. Over 100,000 illegal parts. This wasn't an error. This was a systemic failure. Geotab pitches compliance to customers while shipping non-compliant hardware by the hundred-thousands. The audacity is almost impressive. Geotab's core product is surveillance. They track where you drive, how fast you go, every single move. It's constant monitoring. In New York City, that data was used as a weapon against workers. Union leaders fought reports used to illegally discipline members. Workers were being fired based on Geotab data with no human context, just an algorithm deciding your employment fate. Drivers were flagged for speeding even when yielding to emergency vehicles. The system sees the speed, but ignores the life-saving context. There was literally a person whose job was to watch Geotab data all day and snitch on workers, a professional tattletale. Now let's talk about money, specifically your tax money. In 2022, Geotab upheld a $301 million contract with the Postal Service. No earnings calls, no transparency. Just a private company holding the keys to data on U.S. military and postal vehicles. Employee reviews describe systemic dysfunction and favoritism. One reviewer said it's hard for people outside the inner circle to be recognized. They preach safety and sustainability while struggling to practice those values. They process 100 billion data points, including footage of your face. Geotab sits at the center of the surveillance economy, largely out of the public eye. Someone needs to be asking questions. Share this video. If you're a manager, do your research. If you're a taxpayer, ask your representative some questions. See you in the next one.